So just when I thought that 2022 couldn't possibly have any more surprises for me, well, I got an email from Notion, which by the way is an app I use, more about it later, saying that I am off the waiting list. So they had this program called Notion AI, which I applied for, and it's still in testing stages, okay? But thankfully, I'm off the waiting list and I have access to it. Now, let me tell you about Notion. Notion is basically an app I use, which I use it to collaborate with my team, with my editor. And it's basically a place where I dump all my ideas. So anything that you can see over here. And at this point, I want to say that the two people that inspired me to use Notion, one was Ali Abdal. You should check out his channel. Really amazing stuff. And the other, Thomas Frank. He has some extensive, detailed Notion tutorials. If you're looking for something which you can use to organize all your work and which you can use to collaborate with your team, then definitely recommend it. Okay, so just to give you guys a bit of an overview as to how I use Notion. So anytime I have an idea of a video, so I just enter it over here. Okay, you can see that I've had lots of ideas of making videos, but haven't basically executed all of them. Okay, so let's say Notion AI, okay, which is what this video is about. Okay, and then every time I have an idea, obviously it's not that I immediately start recording it. Okay, there's a bit of research and scripting that's required. So as soon as I pick a video which I want to research on and write the script on, so I drag it over here. You can see it is now under research and scripting. And then as soon as I'm done writing the script, by the way, the videos that you see on my channel are not 100%, but for the most part, they're scripted. Okay, so as soon as I'm done writing the script, I drag it over here. And as soon as I'm done recording it, I drag it over here, and then I need to share it with my animator who is working remotely. So once I do that, I drag it over here, and then there's a bit of back and forth, make these changes. This I don't like, this I like. And once, when it's in that stage, it stays over here. And then when it's ready to be published, that's when I drag it over here. And the second I publish it, I drag it over here. Okay, so this is basically one of the many ways in which I use Notion. Okay. Now let's talk about the reason I'm making this video. Okay, so let's go back to the dashboard and let me show you exactly the new feature which they have launched. Okay, so it's basically AI. This year has been a lot about AI. There was Lensa first. In fact, even before that, I think there was DALL-E, where you can type in pretty much, which is pretty creepy, by the way. You can type in pretty much anything you want, and it gives you exactly that. Whether it's ethical or not, I think that's a different debate. MKBHD did a whole video on that. Found it pretty cool, to be honest. And then I think there was Lensa, which I also tried. It basically takes a lot of pictures of you and then turns you into an avatar, which again is pretty cool. And then there's ChatGPT, which I haven't really looked into that much, to be honest, but I think it's definitely something that we should check out. Okay. And then there's this. Okay. So the AI over here basically allows you to do pretty much everything. Okay. Let me show you. So here's what you do. So you can see that you have AI Assist, and there's this video that I've been planning to make, and that is how can you earn money as a student. Okay, so here's what I've done. / help me write on how can you earn money as a student. No, that's not how you spell student. And wait for the magic. See, I mean, that's pretty much all I had to do, and it's pretty much done the Googling part and the scripting part for me. So let's say I want to keep this, okay? And let's say, okay, now let's say brainstorm ideas. Best investment to make as a student. I mean, it's honestly amazing. I mean, some of this may not be entirely relevant, but the fact that it takes literally seconds to look into what you've just typed and give you ideas, I think is just amazing. And this is basically my favorite feature. Okay, help me write. Yeah. And there's more. Let's say, help me write an intro about a YouTube channel solving math questions. Let's see what it does. I mean, amazing. Okay, I don't know how it does it, but the grammar, everything is just crisp. And you know what? Here's the best part. If you don't like it, you can just say try again, and it rewrites the whole thing for you. And 9 out of 10 times, it's going to be better than the previous one. Okay, I'm sure many of us have been frustrated while trying to solve problems. So I can already think of so many uses of this, ethical and of course unethical. There's the whole plagiarism part, but I think AI is definitely going to be, it already is pretty much, but I think it's definitely going to be the next big thing. And again, I can think of so many ways in which you can use this. And I think, I'm afraid to say, but a lot of jobs are going to be replaced by AI, sadly. That's how it is. That's how the world is. But it's amazing, but at the same time, it's freakishly amazing, basically. So, and then there's this, which is continue writing. Okay, so let's say that I have an idea which I haven't written much on. Let's say I'm writing about what is the best way to read a book. What is the best way to read a book? Should you read a physical book or read it on a Kindle? Okay, now let's say you don't want to write any further. Okay, so you go to AI Assist and then you say make longer. And notice what happens. When it comes to reading books, there is no one size fits all answer. Depending on the book, there are different advantages to either read a physical book or reading it on Kindle. But you see, can you already think of the possibilities, the opportunities basically that this is going to open up, and there's so many jobs, sadly, that it's going to replace? I think it's just amazing. I had to make a video on it because I couldn't keep the excitement to myself. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. And I'll definitely make a detailed video on Notion and how it has helped me sort of organize everything and put it in one place. But I think I'm going to just leave it here for now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.